You wrote in with a great question about crystals. Do you remember what it was?
I wondered how crystals form and where did they come from?
It's a really wonderful question.
Funny, fascinating, fact-filled. The creators of the beloved award-winning podcast Brains On, that tackles a variety of topics from crystals to wormholes, are taking their love of knowledge from the airwaves to the pages of a kid's book. This time, they're sharing their knowledge of microbes. The team is set to release Meet My Micro Pets later on this month. And we are getting a special sneak peek this morning. Joining me live now is the co-creator and the host of Brains On podcast, Molly Bloom. Hi, Molly.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I love this idea because I don't really know what a microbe is. So before we get into the book, for everybody who's unfamiliar, tell us a little bit more about the Brains On podcast.
Yeah, so our podcast answers questions from kids that are sent to us from around the world. You know, kids are interested in everything. So our topics range from why are my feet smelly to what's at the edge of the universe. So, really big and really small. And it's a really fun time.
I love this. I feel like a lot can be learned if you're listening, like maybe on a commute with your kids, something safe for both of you to listen to. So you're releasing a new book July 25th called Meet My Micro Pets. What's it all about?
So the book follows a girl named Dominique who brings her microbes, her microbiome with her to show and tell. So she tells her class all about the amazing, tiny living creatures that are all over all of us. So we all have a microbiome, which are, bacteria, fungus, mites, all sorts of things that actually are really beneficial and help us. So she introduces her class to all of her microbes and tells them that they have their own too.
Why did you guys want to dedicate an entire book to microbes?
Great question. The microbiome is really fascinating, and it's actually an area of science where we're learning more about it all of the time. And I think it's really cool for kids to know that there are these little tiny living things that we share our bodies with, and they actually help us a lot. And without them, we couldn't really do much.
So what is the most interesting takeaway, the most interesting fact that we're going to find in this book?
Oh, man, there are so many. I mean, one thing that's really interesting is that the microbes living inside our stomachs, they're actually helping you digest your food. So without them, you couldn't digest a lot of the things that you eat. And it's actually the gas that these microbes produce that produce your flatulence. So it's actually not you doing that. It's your microbes.
It's just your little micro pets. What ages is this geared to? Because it sounds, I'm interested in reading it.
Yeah, really. Kids of all ages and also curious adults. It's a picture book, so younger kids could be read to them and older kids could read it to themselves.
Where can we find the book?
Any local bookstore or online retailer.
All right, and for people who are interested in this after watching your interview, where can they find the Brains On podcast?
Yeah, so the podcast is available at brainson.org or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just search for Brains On.
All right, Molly Bloom, co-creator of the Brains On podcast. Thanks so much for being here with us today.